A lot of times in life, the situations we find ourselves in, we use different words for it, but quite honestly, most of the situations, and I'm going to use soft words, most of the situations we find ourselves in, we have chosen to be there. We have chosen the path. We may not have chosen the intensity it's at now or how it's turning out because we did not know, we did not have that knowledge of the future, but we've chosen for the most part the situations that we are in. We've contributed it by choosing to go this way. And a lot of times, further down these relationships we have chosen, and we tend to use relationship with man and woman or people, person to person, but we have relationships with several things. We have relationships with jobs, we have relationships with our plants, we have relationship with food, we have relationships with ourselves. And when relationships seem to not go well, not go the way we want it, when our sorrows or our disappointments seem to be upsized by life, and we get depressed and sad, one of the things we need to remember is, and if we can find the strength to acknowledge that we are in this relationship because we wanted to be here. A lot of people choose things without choosing it. A lot of people choose things that really should not have been chosen. That might have been really good for someone else. A lot of people choose things hoping God works it out. Whatever your reason was, the situation that you are in now, the choices that you've made are more than likely going to be a contributor to where you are today. If you've chosen something and it was genuinely out of love, and further down it becomes a severe burden, and I want to, bring light to this thing called peace that passeth all understanding. And I want to look at COVID. COVID, it's getting the attention of the entire world. Wherever it lands, it's just doing stuff. How can I have peace in the midst of COVID? Did I choose to have this happen to me? Did I contribute to the existence of COVID? And we can take ourselves out and we can blame and we can blame and we can blame and we can say this did it and that do it and that did it and that do it. Let's just look. If it is 5G encouraging the reproduction of COVID and fostering and in really contributing to this spread, let's just suppose it's 5G. Did I do it? Did I choose it? Now, facts. They are at 5G because 1G worked, 2G worked, then our demand for greater speed, greater bandwidth came, 3G worked, and we enjoyed all the benefits of it, all the things we could have done, and then 4G worked, and now because of the demand for more, they have to go to 5G, and with that will come responsibility, with that will come benefits, but things come in pairs. So you have up and down, left and right, in and out, and you will have the benefits of 5G, but we have to consider that there is another side. So if 5G is a contributor to either the spread of or the manufacturing of, if that is it, then all of us who are using technology contributed to that. Okay, so we have that. And while this is going on, and while COVID is running through our planet, our human kingdom and causing all these deaths and sadness and sorrow. And most countries are on some form of lockdown. We are on lockdown and we are using the very G. If we don't have 5G and we have 4G, we are forever on the internet. We are doing our business online and we are doing the same thing that caused us to need to move from 4G to 5G. So the question is, did we contribute? Yes, we did. If if we want to blame it on a particular country and a particular culture of people, why they got it, because they were consuming animals that we think are unhealthy and despicable. We have to go to the genesis of when this started. Do we even know why they eat those animals? Do we know where it started? Do we know what it means to them? Sometimes we as a people in the people kingdom contribute to poverty, pressure, oppression in different places at different times in the existence of humans that may have, for some reason, contributed to certain things that now we are seeing manifested, that may contribute, because the same way nothing goes all alone. Remember, everything goes with a partner. Maybe this is the result of it. Maybe this is how the oppressed is going to get back to the entire world for what was done to them. Unless we have facts and information, we can't know. But there is a thing called sowing and reaping. There is a thing called cause and effect. So we could keep going down this road of who is to blame, why, when, how. We could keep doing this. We could keep doing this. But my concern here is how to survive and maintain my peace through this time of distress in my life, as I look at my country and my world face this pandemic that is of the proportions of this thing. It's like the uncertainty is so scary. The uncertainty is great. And I would approach this and the maintenance of my peace by looking at the good side, looking at the positive side, looking at the beneficial side, because nothing moves alone. So if COVID is causing all this destruction, there must be a flip side to this. There must be a flip side to the bad things that are happening in your life. There must be a flip side to the bad things, the things that are affecting you, what we would call negatively. There is always a flip side. Things move in pairs. What is the flip side of it? So if we could take some time and see the space that COVID is providing. COVID is providing a space for families to reunite. COVID is providing a space where wives are actually seeing their husbands more than twice per week. COVID is providing a space where families are actually eating together. COVID is providing a space for families that never had. They sit around the table, play games, never. COVID is providing an opportunity for parents to see what children's needs are. COVID is providing an opportunity for you to stay home and take care of your plants. COVID is providing an opportunity for you to clean your house. It's providing an opportunity for camaraderie. It's providing an opportunity for us to care for our neighbors. COVID is providing an opportunity for us to think differently about how we eat. It's providing an opportunity for us to cook at home. It's providing an opportunity for you to learn to cook. It's providing an opportunity for you to research, to look at yourself, to exercise, to sleep a little more, to be a little more. COVID is providing an opportunity for you to meditate more. You have no excuse now. Now you're not too busy. And it is really And I want to use the word unfortunate, although I want to use it lightly. I belong to a few associations, and our country is on lockdown. And not one, this is an opportunity where a lot of our people have WhatsApp. It costs nothing to use WhatsApp. Most people are home with Wi Fi. It costs nothing to make a call. How many people within these associations have called each other? My checks revealed that the rate of calls, the rate of interaction between these associations, which is supposed to be fighting for causes, is still as 1% as it was before COVID. This is a time when people should get together. It's an opportunity, but because you've not done it for so long, we've just not gotten it yet. So the people who used to call still calling. And other than that, people just chatting on chats and just in a general sense. And in a general sense, just spreading fear, news that they cannot confirm is correct or true. And this is what we do. And we approach relationships like that. Sometimes you're in a relationship with someone and it's not going the way you want it to go. Just like COVID isn't giving us what we want right now. But sometimes in that space, the space that the relationship isn't as it should be, but that creates a space. And because things in moves in pairs, it's an opportunity for us to stop and see. And if you concentrate on why you love that person, and if you concentrate on the things that make them happy, and you just focus because you love them, because you love it, because you love whatever, if you focus your attention on what you can do to make that person or that thing happy or thrive, and what you should not do because you want that person or thing to be happy or thrive, if you become saturated in that place, you will not have time to propagate this angry, this fear, which would just make situations worse. So if you just become still, become present, and put your focus. Yes, COVID is going on. Yes, your relationships might not be good. Yes. Facts are facts. But if you put your focus and your main attention on the reason why you started this journey in the first place, and this is why I always say understanding is important, and understanding your path is important. If you know this is where you're supposed to be, this is what you want to do, and it's not going right, then focus on doing the thing that will make it right, and pop into your mind. The answers and the solutions will pop into your mind if we focus on the good things that is happening in our planet right now with COVID. If we focus on how we could contribute to plants, if we focus on how the animals and the ocean is getting a chance to clean itself, it's getting a chance to breed. Fishes for hundreds of years may not have enjoyed the freedom they enjoy now. Birds, insects, things just getting a chance to rest. The atmosphere is getting a chance to clean itself. I mean, the other kingdoms that exist here are breeding for the first time in a long time. And if everyone just settle down for a little while and feel the joy that the other planets are feeling. Yes, I know as humans, some of us are suffering financial loss, some of us are suffering all sorts of loss. But think about the loss that all the other kingdoms that we coexist with was experiencing. Do you have any idea the loss the atmosphere was experiencing, the pain that was experienced when El Nino and La Nino started to the atmosphere? Do we have any idea the pain the animals have been feeling for hundreds and thousands of years? Do we have any idea how distressed the fishes in the sea have been because we've just been catching them? They have taken a decision to close all food outlets in our country. a lot of people are distressed because they depend on buying food. But do you know how happy those chickens and those chicken farms are going to be for the next 2 weeks? Because production will be slow. They will not be slaughtering animals as much as they were, because who's buying it? The normal consumer is not going to buy on the level of the fast food outlets and these other places. So the chickens get to live a little longer. The animals get to live a little longer. So this is the pain they have been feeling all this time that we were in charge. So we are getting a chance to develop our sensitivity to the other kingdoms that we coexist with. And maybe if we could just come to terms and balance ourselves. And this is an example, not just for kingdoms, but in our own lives, the way we deal with people, the way we deal with business, the way we deal with our body. If we could understand how our stomach feels when we keep eating this thing that upsets it, then we won't do that. Then we might be a little more sensitive and not eat that thing, because you are aware that it irritates you. You know that this thing is going to give you cholesterol. It's going to affect your heart. You have heart problems in your family, yet you still eat it. You still create pain. And when trouble comes and you hear that you have a heart attack and you realize your suffering has been served upsize, you start to wonder why, and you want God to heal you and all of that. So COVID has given us an opportunity to understand the pains that we have been inflicting on the other kingdoms, on us, and even on ourselves. It's given us a chance to sit in retrospect and direct our attention to the positive things that this has shown us. And it has given us some time to sit and create a timetable, a new budget for our lives. Not budgeting money, but budgeting activities and how we're going to do things going forward to help not just ourselves, but the other kingdoms that exist, like the plant kingdom and animal kingdom, and to help the very planet that we're planning for our great, great, great grandchildren to live on. So it might seem unreasonable to say thank you, COVID, but the experience, it's like I understand the pain that I have been inflicting on the other kingdoms by encouraging the life that we live. Now we all have an opportunity to see it differently and to do it differently. May God help all of us. Isabel Jackson.